and seeing how he survived all of that. He could have been hit by timber, fall down a shaft, starved, get murdered, or committed suicide on Christmas Eve.
Interesting facts about famous people.
Westerns about gold. There's gold in them there hills. Few things affect us like gold. It brings the best and the worst out in us. Gold gets under the skin, can make a sane man mad. Westerns are no stranger to using gold woven into the storytelling. There are more movies than I can count on this theme. Today we will take a look at a sample in this video. I'm sure you will let me know your favourites in the comments. If you enjoy this video, hit the subscription button to get my new videos. To check out my many other videos, head to my channel. The link is in the description. Let's get into it. McKennas Gold, 1969, directed by J. Lee Thompson. A western starring an ensemble cast featuring Gregory Peck, Omar Sharif, Telly Savalas, Ted Cassidy, Camilla Spav, and Julie Newmar in lead roles. Based on the novel of the same name by Heck Allen, using the pen name Will Henry, telling the story of how the lure of gold corrupts a diverse group of people. The film was a box office failure in North America, but went on to become a major success in the Soviet Union and the Indian subcontinent. Quincy Jones was nominated for a Grammy Award for Best Original Score, written for a motion picture or a television special.
And I want the girl. Tomorrow. And if there's no gold, I still get the guns and the girl.
There is gold.
Lust for Gold, 1949, directed by S. Sylvan Simon. The tale of how immigrant Jacob Waltz, the Dutchman, German, of Arizona's notorious Lost Dutchman gold mine, found treasure and love and lost them again. A western starring Ida Lupino and Glenn Ford, about the legendary Lost Dutchman gold mine, starring Ford as the Dutchman and Lupino as the woman he loves. The historical events are seen through a framing device set in the contemporary 1940s, based on the book Thunder God's Gold by Barry Storm. Part of the film was shot on location in Arizona's Superstition Mountains. The Gold Rush, 1925, director Charles Chaplin. A prospector goes to the Klondike during the 1890s gold rush in hopes of making his fortune, and is smitten with a girl he sees in a dance hall. A silent comedy, the film also stars Chaplin in his little tramp persona. Georgia Hale, Max Swain, Tom Murphy, Henry Bergman, and Malcolm Waite. Chaplin drew inspiration from photographs of the Klondike Gold Rush and the story of the Donner Party who, when snowbound in the Sierra Nevada, were driven to cannibalism or eating leather from their shoes. Chaplin decided to combine stories of deprivation and horror in comedy. He decided that his famous rogue figure should become a gold digger who joins a brave optimist determined to face all the pitfalls associated with the search for gold. The Treasure of the Sierra Madre, 1948, director John Huston, an adaptation of B. Travers' 1927 novel of the same name, set in 1925, follows two downtrodden men, played by Humphrey Bogart and Tim Holt, who join forces with a grizzled old prospector, Walter Houston, the director's father, in searching for gold in Mexico, one of the early Hollywood productions to be shot on location outside the United States, in the state of Durango, with street scenes in Tampico, Mexico. Many scenes were filmed back in the studio and elsewhere in the US. In 1990, the film was selected for preservation in the United States National Film Registry by the Library of Congress as being culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant.
As far as I'm concerned, I don't want to keep that dame waiting, whoever she is.
We wounded this mountain. It's our duty to close her wounds. The least we can do to show our gratitude for the wealth she's given us.
You talk about that mountain like it was a real woman. You've been a lot better to me than any woman I ever knew.
I know exactly what you mean. You want to take it all for yourself and cut me out.
I know you for what you are. A long time I've had my suspicions about you. Now I know that's your stinking game, is it, informing? I knew you was an informer. I knew it all the time.
Take a look down that mountain. This means all our funerals. What's that? If I'm right in what I'm thinking, may the Lord be with us. Not soldiers, they're bandits.
Call of the Wild, 1935. Director, William A. Wellman. During the Klondike Gold Rush, a traveller purchases a dog to lead the way toward the treasure, but reconsiders his journey when he finds a jilted married woman. A Western adaptation of Jack London's 1903 novel, The Call of the Wild, stars Clark Gable, Loretta Young and Jack Oakey. The screenplay is by Gene Fowler and Leonard Praskins. This is the last film to be released under the 20th Century Pictures banner, after being merged with the Fox Film Corporation to create 20th Century Fox.
May I?
Yeah, sure.
I wouldn't presume to teach you feminine psychology, but I might add, very humbly, of course.
Yellow Sky, 1948, directed by William A. Wellman. A Western starring Gregory Peck, Richard Widmark, and Anne Baxter. A band of reprobate outlaws flee after a bank robbery and encounter an old man and his granddaughter in a ghost town. The robbers discover that the old man has been mining gold and set out to make a quick fortune by robbing the pair. Their plan runs foul when the gang leader, Stretch, falls for the granddaughter, which sets off a showdown between the entire gang.
Fights like a tiger, responds to a kiss like a woman.
Let me go.
Boy, I thought you was enjoying it.
Nobody's anxious to see you dead, Stretch, but we want that gold. And we want all of it. I've waited all my life to make a killing like this, and I'm not giving half my share to anybody.
Paint Your Wagon, 1969. Director, Joshua Logan. A Western musical starring Lee Marvin, Clint Eastwood, and Gene Seberg. Set in a mining camp in Gold Rush-era California. Two unlikely prospector partners share the same wife in a California gold rush mining town. When a wagon crashes into a ravine, prospector Ben Rumson finds two occupants, brothers, one of whom is dead and the other of whom has a broken arm and leg. During the dead man's burial, gold dust is discovered at the grave site. Ben stakes a claim on the land and adopts the surviving brother as his partner while he recuperates.
Paint Your Wagon, based on the Lerner and Loeb Broadway musical about a lusty group of people who one day looked civilization in the eye and spit.
I don't know. When will I be there? I ain't certain. What will I get? I ain't equipped to say.
Motherload, 1982. Directors, Charlton Heston and Fraser Heston. An adventure thriller, written and produced by his son, Fraser Clark Heston. The film also stars Nick Mancuso and Kim Basinger as a gold hunting couple. It's Silas McGee's gold. He just hasn't found it yet, although he's searched for his motherlode for more than 30 years in the remote high country of British Columbia.
The lure of gold can make a man do anything. Anything.
You stay the hell out of my mind, laddie.
It's down here, Andrea. I'm gonna find it. And anything can happen when you're after the motherlode. You went into that mine. Were you thinking about that girl? Or were you thinking about the gold?
City Slickers 2, The Legend of Curly's Gold, 1994, directed by Paul Wieland. A Western comedy, the sequel to City Slickers 1991, and stars Billy Crystal, Daniel Stern, John Lovitz, and Jack Palance. 1 year after their first adventure, Mitch Robbins and his friends discover a treasure map that belonged to their late trail guide, Curly, and they set out to discover its secrets. A mild financial success, the film did not reach the popularity of the first, receiving generally negative responses from critics.
Oh my God, you were right! Curly! I knew it! He's come back from the dead! He looks great.
Curly was my brother.
Curly's twin. I can't get over it.
Get over it. Curly was wrong. There are two things. Whatever the hell this is, gold. Let's go get it.
If you liked this video, make sure you hit the subscription button so you will see all my new videos as they come up. Take a look at my channel to see my many other videos. The link is in the description. Leave me a comment. Check out my Facebook page as well. I appreciate your likes and subscribers. I am Wrangler. Adios. See you again soon.
Interesting facts about famous people.